Hello, welcome. My name is Manuel from Kata Studios. Today we are going to go over 7 very important vital practices to take into consideration to earn new clients. Now, these practices and points I'm going to be listing out today for you are based on my experience. So I'm not going to say anything outside my experience, and in most cases I might give examples where necessary. Okay, this tutorial is for designers, but other careers in tech can also get involved and take most of these points into consideration. Okay, now before we get into that, I have a very simple question to ask you. Okay, now if your designer's brain is taken away from you and given to a layman, will that person be a millionaire in the next 2 years? Very simple question. Now this will be the foundation of everything we are going to learn today. Okay, all the points I'm going to be listing out today, I want you to keep this particular question I just asked in mind while we go through them. Okay, so now we are going to start up with the first one, which is skill upgrade. Now this is divided into two. We can have skill upgrade and skill acquisition. For beginners, this is called skill acquisition. Persons who are starting up in a particular career, they are acquiring a skill. And for people who have been there, it's called skill upgrade. Now, why this is important is because no client will want to come to your portfolio and see that the job you're actually presenting doesn't even match up to what they can do themselves, talk more of what they can accept for their brand. So people want to see that you can do amazing works way beyond what they have in mind before they can do business with you. So it's very important you upgrade your skills so that when you do works, even persons you don't know who are checking up on your portfolio will be very comfortable to chat you or hit you up for a project. Now, why most people are losing projects are because they actually won't want to humble themselves to learn. Many people are now turned to professionals automatically, and they wouldn't want to be seen in groups where there are tutorials to upgrade a skill. So you are the cause of your problem if you are in this particular category. So you should open yourself, even though you are a professional, to learn. Okay, many professionals these days don't even get up to 2 projects in a month, and that doesn't make any sense. To classify yourself in the professional level, which I am not classifying myself, you must actually at least do multiple more jobs for clients in a week and actually solve real clients' problem, not doing sample projects that you can just publish as a kind of dummy projects to showcase what you can do. And also you should be able to work for clients outside your country. So it's not like you deal with your countrymen, you have worked with multiple people. You need to solve international problems before you can call yourself a professional. Now, I am not focusing this on professional. We are starting from the beginners level because we believe everyone watching this video is actually trying to earn a living from what they are doing. So you want to earn a living, make sure you upgrade your skill. There are many ways to upgrade your skill. You can go to YouTube. There are many tutorials. Find yourself a good mentor who actually will tell you the truth. Not a mentor who will teach you how to bully other designers. Find a good mentor who will actually teach you the truth, to focus on yourself and self-development and develop your skill for your clients. Okay? And in this skill upgrade, I think there is something I want to point out here, but let's take it to the next point. I'm going to deal with that there. So the next one is an organized portfolio, good presentation, and content planning. This particular one is very important. If your portfolio is just scattered here and there, content just scattered here and there, you have logo design, you have flyer design, you have business card, you have some other stationaries like letterhead and so on and so forth. What if you send a client to that particular portfolio to check for a logo design? They will need to scroll multiple times before they find a project. Now, I'm not talking about a general brand identity design that have to do with all of this. I'm talking about different brand designs for flyer, different for logo, different for this, different for that in just one place. Now, how to solve this problem is very simple. If you know you have multiple projects from different clients multiple times, all you need to do is to create separate page for these separate services. Now, for me, I have a page for my motion design. I have a page for the academy. I have a page for my personal brand, myself personally. I have a page for my brand identity design. I have a page for other things I'm doing. Now, why I separate this is very simple. I have worked for many clients over time, and I have many projects, and pumping all of them in one page will make the page too busy and people won't understand what's going on there. So I have a general page where I publish all my best work, no matter what particular niche this is coming from. So I can publish and also collaborate with these other pages. But the best practice is you have a logo page and you send the clients there who need a logo. You have a web design page, you send the client there who need a web design. When they get to that page, they get straight to what they are looking for. Okay, it's now easy for you to close because you are not confusing the clients. So this organized portfolio is very essential. Good presentation also following it. You need to present your work in a way that it doesn't look confusing. So you're not going to present a project from someone who is dealing with gadgets with an apron. That doesn't make any sense. So whatever presentation technique or tactics you are using is okay, but make sure you present the work and make sure it flows with the concept of what you are dealing or what particular project you are dealing on. Now, the content planning is very important. You're not going to be posting every day because you have multiple projects to deal on. You're not going to posting once every week. You need to plan yourself and plan your content. Content planning is not only for the days you publish your post. Content planning also determines color grading in your portfolio. Now, if you go to Instagram, my Instagram page, you start scrolling down. You understand how colors are actually mixed there. Now, I'm not going to post a white content and post another white content and put another white background content. I try to mix them up. White content today, possibly next tomorrow, I post a dark background content and so on. Mixing these stuffs on, sometimes I test them with some kind of grid applications, but now Instagram have the option for you to check how the post look like before you publish them. I check them out and see if this actually works, and if it works, then I can publish. Sometimes black and black can work, it's okay. White and white can work, it's okay. But there are white backgrounds post and the other one white background, and they might have different colors and those colors might be conflicting to the eyes. Don't post it, leave it. When you cross post another one, you can post the next one. So that is planning. You are not doing that because you just want everything to look so lively. When clients come to your page, they need to see. They might not know exactly what you have done, but they just like your page. They like the way it looks. So that is what content planning. It's not only the days you publish, but also the content types that you publish. Now, the third one is being less proudful. This one is very vital part of me, that I apologize to my clients whenever I offend them. No one is perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Even the clients are not perfect. But you don't expect your client to apologize to you, okay? When you offend a client or when you have a fracas or issue with your clients, you apologize politely. Don't apologize so proudly so that they can bring other projects to you. Now, don't misunderstand humiliation with humility. Humility is you being calm, being yourself, trying to make sure people around you don't feel hurt. But humiliation is when you allow yourself go that extra mile to allowing people insult you. I'm not talking about humiliation, okay? I'm talking about humility. I was chatting with a client the other day, and the client said, "You insulted me." Is this an insult? Why will you tell me that a project of less than 500,000 shouldn't have a contract? Then it's a project of 1 million. Are you telling me that 1 million is so you are insulting me? I told him, I'm very sorry. That's not what I mean. Even the contract you're talking about, we will do it. It's not something. I'm just trying to let you know that it's not important because we just need to get to your project. I just have to apologize to the client and explain that I don't mean to hurt them. But don't just say, if this hurts you, I'm sorry. That is an insult. You are putting salt in the wound. So learn to be less proudful and learn to understand that clients are also observing you. That's why you should be careful what you publish on your page. You should be careful what you publish on your status. Clients are observing you. If they know that you're a flamboyant person publishing adult content on your status or publishing where you are drinking alcohol and stuff like that, you are actually hurting your business. Clients wouldn't like to give you a project when they know that you are inconsistent. So keep all those lifestyle outside your business and focus more on your business. So that is for being less proudful. This point actually helps me a lot close more clients, because when a client know that you are less proudful, it's easy for them to point other people to you because they know you are not going to hurt those person's feelings. Okay. Now, the next one is marketing and advertising. This is different from sales. I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about marketing and advertising. This is where you showcase your projects to the public. Okay, this is what I do. This is how I do it, and so on and so forth. So this is not where you start doing stuffs like buy from me, making flyers like you will see a flyer in the screen right now. That is what marketing is. Okay, you see a flyer right now. That's what marketing is. You are trying to express yourself in a way that people are going to reason with you. You are expressing yourself in a way that people are understanding that this particular stuff will work for them. That is an expression. You are trying to put in feelings. Now, let me tell you something. People don't buy your service because they see that they need it. They buy it because of the feeling. It's the feeling you put into your logo design, your web design, what particular features you point out that is better than the logo they already have. Most clients that need a logo actually have an existing logo, but they need you to rebrand because they have seen something different that you are doing that their brand don't have. They see that you actually can do something way better than what they have before. That is feeling that you are selling to them. But you're going to sell this in a better way. Even if you are running an advertisement online, that is okay. But your marketing strategy should not be pointing on sales alone. Your marketing strategy should be pointing on the benefits of what you want. You're going to see another flyer right now, okay, where you are going to possibly teach clients about what you are doing. Teaching them education actually sells more if you are running advertisement. If you are running advertisement with sales product, you are going to reach lesser people. I understand that. But if you are running advertisement with stuff that people are going to interact with and learn from and share, you know that you are going to make more sales. I have made more sales with advertising products of what? Guidelines or tutorials for clients than products where I actually portray what I'm doing. I hope you understand the difference. So you're going to find out strategies that works for what you are doing. There are many punchlines you can find online. Pick one or two of them, try to convert them to work for what you are doing, and you are good to go. Run an advertisement and see what happens next. Then the next one is client networking. Client networking. Now, when you serve a client very well, they tend to come back to do business with you. You understand what I mean? But when you serve a client and you feel like, let's just do this business, you go your way, I go my way. You understand what is going to happen after then. The client may not come back to do business with you. Even if they might be paying lesser for a project, doesn't mean that the client can bring more projects for you. I have worked for a website for 400,000 naira. But do you know that that's around $400, okay? But do you know that this person brought another client, not just one, two more clients that purchased a service from me, a website design service from me for about 1.5 million. That's $1,500. And the other one, 1.1 million. And you understand that this is from a client of a low budget client. I call it low ticket client. But this client got a high ticket or high paying ticket clients for me. Through what? Just mentioning my name in their publish, and that is it. These people had to chat me up, and then we concluded, and I did their contract, and we are good to go. Okay, so client networking is very important. When you're serving somebody, serve them as if they paid double of what you actually charged for. So if a client actually paid you 100,000 for a logo design, serve them as if they are paying $300,000 or 300,000 naira for that same project. You understand what I'm saying? So when you serve people like this, people already know. Clients know when you have done beyond what you're supposed to do. You don't even need to remind them that this one I'm doing for you, I'm doing extra, I'm doing this one. When you are helping someone, they know. When you are doing beyond what you are supposed to do, they know. When you are going out of your way to help people actually achieve their dream for their brand, they know. Sometimes I advise my clients, I encourage my clients, don't worry, everything will be fine. Some clients bring complaints for me because of how they rely on me, because of how close I have made myself, because of the relationship I've built with them. So this client networking also have to do with client relationship. So you're not going to network with somebody that you don't have relationship with. You need to, first of all, create relationship with your clients, get to know them, let them know you, let them know that through you, express yourself to them. You know, when it's time to laugh, you laugh. When it's time to talk, you talk. Don't just be a dummy. Don't just be someone who is just be there, just official. Sometimes you can go ahead to speak their language to them, maybe greet them with their language. When you know your client is from a particular tribe, you can learn what the good morning is in their tribe. When they come in the morning, you greet them with that. You know, it puts a little smile on their face and it makes them feel more connected to you. The idea with current clients is to make sure you connect with them. Now, none of you watching this video will say that you have been in design for about a month or 2 months and you have not gotten any client knocking on your door to find a project for you, okay, to give you a project to do. Now, the problem we are having, I have a student who I told, that was last week, December 25th. And I told him, I made a post on our Facebook group. But by the way, if you're not following the group, you'll see the link in the description. If you're not following our WhatsApp group, you see the link in the description. I made a post there that you can actually make a 25th wishes design for your clients. And what he replied was that he have only one client. I say, how will you say that? Because I know he have been in this for years. He said other ones are just small clients that are not paying much. I laughed at him. Okay, now there are no small paying clients. All clients are equal, whether they are paying millions or whether they are paying thousands or whether they are paying hundreds. All clients are equal. It depends on how you serve them. But when you understand there are clients who want to use you, that's when you retreat. But when you understand someone appreciates what you are doing, believe me, that person is going to bring other persons to work with you. Okay, so client networking is very important. Now, the second to the last one is being thankful to recommendation. Now, there are people who recommend you, maybe their clients or your friends or families. You need to thank them. Don't just be dummy. When you thank someone, there is an Igbo adage that says ekele onya akidi ogwata odo, which means if you greet someone for something that they have done for you, they are going to do more for you. When someone gives you something, you tell them thank you. When they give you twice, you tell them thank you twice. Okay? In most cases, you might even wake up the next morning and tell the client, I'm very thankful for you giving me this project. I'm very happy. Thank you very much. That is not letting yourself down. That is being thankful. And when you're thankful for someone for what they have done for you, they are going to bring more jobs for you. I have most of my clients who go out of their way. I have clients in Bahamas who go out of their way to communicate their friends. They will chat me here. I just sent your number to one of my friends now. She wants a website. I just sent my number to one of my friends. She wants a logo, and so on and so forth. That's how I spread my tentacles. You see, this client thing is a chain reaction. It is when you do for one, it will get to the next one and hook up. It gets to the next one and hook up, and it gets to the next one and hook up. On and on and on. Before you know it, you upgrade. Okay? And you start adding prizes and so on and so forth. But if you don't serve someone well, and you are not thankful to people who actually recommend people for you, there are many ways to be thankful. You can actually send them recharge card if you don't have much money. If the project is not too much of a project, you can send them recharge card. Okay? Possibly not only once, not only because of this actually sent a project. See, there are ways you will be thankful to me. I understand this because of what I have done for you. You need to be thankful for me because what I did for you, you appreciate it. It's two different things. Being thankful for something someone do for you is like you're trying to pay them off. But being thankful for what they have done for you, showing appreciation, shows that actually you really like this and you want more of it. Okay? So you have to show that appreciation in a very genuine way. Not only once, it might be twice, it might be 3 times. You might send recharge card now. Maybe next month you send recharge card. Now, that recharge card you are sending again is not because of what they have done before, but because of what they are going to do. And they know that they now owe you. Okay? When you do all these things, it might just be 200 naira recharge card, 1,000 recharge card, 2,000 recharge card, whatever you know your pockets can do. No, see, let me tell you something. Not all the money you make as a designer will go into your pockets. So money will get lost. Some money will go for friends, and some money you should put it back into your business. Actually, being thankful to people recommending you to other people is very vital aspect of business. Even though you have an agreement, a percentage agreement with the person, okay, I'm going to give you 10% after this project, and you actually give them 10%, it's also ideal for you to actually remind them. When you give them recharge card, possibly 1 month after them, you are not just only paying them for service that they actually going to do for you in the future, but you're actually reminding them that I am here. You get the point? I am here. Don't forget what you have done for me before. I didn't forget it too. You know, it will make the client start sorting. Whenever they hear somebody talk about logo design, even if not their friend, they will say, oh, I have someone who will do it. Hear someone say about web design, say, I have someone who will do it. And they will make sure that person actually do it from you. You understand the point? Because they know that you appreciate. Appreciation mustn't be with money. Just saying thank you is something. Calling the person on phone, telling them thank you for what you have done is something. At least it shows that you actually have a human heart and you actually appreciate what they do. Now, that is almost my final point, but they have this final one called code DM. I don't think this is a very vital point, but I'm going to talk about it a little. How I do this in most cases is when people run advertisement, I see people run advertisement and I see that their logo doesn't make sense, I chat them. You don't just go around Instagram or Facebook and start code DMing everybody. Code DM means sending somebody a proposal, okay? A prior proposal, telling them about what you do and how you can help them. That's code DM. There are many ways you can formulate this. I can possibly in our next tutorial, I'll prepare some couple of code DM you can use for clients. I'm talking about genuine code DM. Code DM that doesn't look so salesy. You're not like selling stuff to them. You are giving them the leverage to take their decision. Okay. Now, code DM is okay for you to do, but you're going to do it responsibly. Okay, you're gonna do how I do my own. I chat people that I see running advertisement. I see they don't have a website at all, and I see their business and they need a website. Not everybody that I see that doesn't have a website, or every business that I see that doesn't have a website, that I meet up to do a website. Not every brand I see that doesn't have a good design that I meet up to do a brand identity design for. I actually check very carefully to make sure I pick these people that actually need this service and people who are willing to pay. How will you know someone is willing to pay? Do what we call client profiling. Client profiling is you going through their profile to understand what particular service they do or what particular products they sell, to see how much that product costs, and to see the worth of the person you are chatting, to know actually if this person can pay a certain amount. When you profile, I'm going to have a different topic about client profiling. When you profile a client, it's now easy for you to actually ascertain whether this client is capable of a certain amount of price or not. You understand the point? So that is very simple. So that rounds it off for our tutorial today. That is our 7 most essential points on how you can earn new clients. If you follow these points very carefully, especially the one relating to client relationship, appreciation, and so on, advertisements and so on, you are not going to regret this particular journey with us. Okay, now our next tutorial is going to totally focus on clients conflict and conflict resolution. I'm going to teach you guys the problems you're going to be facing with clients and how to solve these problems. But for now, if you have any question, drop in the comment section. Make sure to like this video, share it to somebody who needs it. There are many people out there who are struggling with this same situation. They are making the mistakes that they don't know that these are actually mistakes. And when they get to understand it and understand how to solve these problems, because we didn't only list out these problems, we also actually pointed out how to solve it. Now let's recap before we go. The first one, we said the skill upgrade. The second one, where we talked about how to actually upgrade your skill, find your skill sets, and actually work on your new concepts in design, work on new projects, and publish in your portfolio. The next one is organized portfolio, where you organize your portfolio, do your good presentation, and your content planning. Next one, we're talking about you being less proudful and apologizing to clients when necessary. The next one, we talked about marketing and advertising, where we differentiate that with sales. Now, the next one, we talked about client networking and you serving clients better to let them bring more clients to you. We talked about networking, and we also coined that with clients relationship. Now, we talked about being thankful to people who recommend clients to you. This is a very essential part, because you will not say somebody have not pointed someone else to you. Okay. Now, the final one, we talked about the cold DM, where you send people a message, and when they reply you and they feel that they are interested, you might send 100 cold DM and only 2 people will reply you, or only 2 people will find interest in what you're actually selling them. In our other tutorial, I'm going to talk about code DM specifically, but our next tutorial will be focused or bordered around client conflict and conflict resolutions. Okay, so that you don't go and be losing clients here and there and be asking God why. Okay, when you see people get any new client, if you go to my status on Instagram or WhatsApp, you see a lot of clients propositions, or clients chat with me, and when they want to send payments and so on, when they're asking me for all of those things, doesn't happen as magic. I'm not a magician. I'm not using any voodoo. Okay, my magic is these things I've listed for you. When you follow these things according to these principles I've listed, you're not going to have any problem. Okay, clients are all over the world. There are thousands of clients. In most cases, I'm even scared of closing deals anymore, because the projects I have in most cases are too much for me to handle, that I have to relinquish to most of my students. But you are having no projects to deal with. You are having no project to deal with in a month, and it's getting you frustrated. I'm also going to talk about that one when designers are feeling somehow discouraged because they are not getting clients, or they are not getting results from what they are doing. We are still having many topics to talk about by next year. So if you don't like this, you have not liked this video, let's like. If you have any question to ask about this, leave that in the comment section below. Leave it in the comment section. I'll be right there to answer your question very critically. Okay, so that is it for today. Remember to share. Once again, my name is Manuel from Kata Studios. Do have a wonderful day.